Hello loves, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to Asda's to look at all the new bits in George. I'm so excited, there is so much sparkle. So if you haven't got your Christmas outfit yet, your Christmas party outfit, then check out George Asda's because they have so much there for you. Right, let's get stuck in. So the first thing I looked at in this little section is this little jacket. It's a heavily sequined diamante detail, and it was coming at £35. So before I actually do start talking, I actually forgot to say, can you guys be polite in the comments? And actually, I shouldn't say you guys, there was just one lady who really gave me some stick about my commentary and the way I describe the clothes. I'm not a professional. I'm just an everyday person who loves fashion, who is just going into the stores and looking at things and showing you guys what's available. And I just thought it was a good idea to maybe talk over these videos, as I've seen a few of these videos where they just go into store and they just put some music over the top. So I really wanted to make it a bit more personal and just talk over the top. I don't know the full proper names of everything, but I just try and describe it in the best way I can. And so, yeah, I mean, if I don't say things right, I don't call things the right things, then, you know, please excuse me. I don't know. I'm not a fashion guru. I don't know absolutely everything about fashion. I'm just starting to get into fashion the last few years, as fashion it was not there for me as a plus size girl growing up. So yes, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying this to the one person who, you know, wanted to really give me a good telling off because I wasn't describing things in the right way. But anyways, let's get back into the video. Enough about that. As you can see, there's loads of sparkle ready for the Christmas season, and you've got this lovely cami top here, and then we also have some faux leather trousers here. There was loads of like faux leather leggings, trousers. You would have seen some wide leg trousers as well, which I thought were quite nice. These ones are great. I think these just look great with, you know, a sparkly sequin top or, you know, something Christmassy. It just really sort of elevates the outfit. So as you can see here, there was some faux leather mini skirts, and this one was a brown one. It was really nice. The colour was lovely, and it did also come in black. I'm not sure if I showed you that, or I might show you later on into the video. We also had this little crop top here with these puff sleeves and a little bow detail at the back. It was really nice. I did pop this over my head and try it on in store, but the sleeves were far too puffy for me, so I decided not to pick that up. I have picked up quite a few bits, not quite a few, but a handful of stuff to show you in a try on haul, which will be coming up after this video. So do keep an eye out for that video, which will be in a couple of days. But yeah, I really do like this V-neck long sleeve top as well. Really nice. £18 for this. It was nice material, and it also had a sort of underlaid top underneath it. There you go. So this is the other little faux leather mini skirt. I'm getting really anxious about talking over these videos now that one person has said what she said, and it wasn't even she didn't even say it in a nice way. So you know, me saying you guys, I really didn't mean you guys, because the majority of views, 99.9% of views, are so lovely. Honestly, you really show your appreciation and comment down below how much you enjoy these videos, and it really does make a difference because I do put a lot of work into filming these videos and also doing the voiceovers. They're one of the most hardest videos to do for me personally, going into store and walking around. As you guys know, I do suffer with chronic illness. I have a severe knee condition, which makes it really hard for me to go out and walk around in the stores, and then also to sit and do the voiceover is so excruciating. But I love doing it because I see how much you guys really do appreciate these videos. So yeah, but here I go again, talking about the same thing. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it again. I really love this little this little vest top. It was really nice. It was so soft, and I loved the sort of kind of detailing in the material. And it also came in this long sleeved button up as well. You did have some wide leg trousers, and I think there was a dress version in this material as well. So really liked I don't know, it was a very different material to anything I've ever worn before, but I was tempted to pick it up and give it a try, because like I said, I've never tried anything like this before. I will say I don't know, like I'm not a massive fan of this material, and there's quite a lot around Christmas. Is it like velour material? So there was also this little dress here, which was nice. Did look like it would be quite short. It had a heavily sequined sort of bow detail around the bust area and a little zip up the back, as you can see there. It was black and silver. It was quite a sort of to the body type of dress, so quite sort of slimline towards the body. And then there was this dress. I wasn't a fan of this dress. I don't know what it was. It just looked like a complete disco ball with those black little tie-ups at the front, and this was £32. Again, another thing that a lady was going on about, me saying coming in at £32 instead of saying it is £32. Oh my God, I'm just literally overthinking absolutely everything right about now. This dress wasn't really my cup of tea. It was nice. I loved the feel of it, the material, but I didn't like that sort of just one tier at the bottom. So we also had this waistcoat here, which felt really nice actually, guys. Like it was quite soft. It was like velour and then had sequins all over it. You can see those big fabric cover buttons there, and that was £18. Again, I was going to say coming in. What, I should just be me and stop overthinking just because that one lady said something. But I did like the cut of this. It was quite long lined as well, and it did have a stretch in it. Feels like it would be very comfortable on. It had matching wide leg trousers. Again, it had stretch in it. Feels like it would be very comfortable to wear, because some of the material, you know, with the sequins is not stretchy, but this was really stretchy. So I do feel like it would be a comfortable little two-piece to wear. So here we have some more camis, like sequin cami tops, and there were quite a few different colours in this style. So we have the gold one here, £13.98, not too bad pricing. This one was quite nice. So it also had some other pieces in this material. So you had this sort of blouse top, like pop over your head top with the little tie up at the neckline there. It had like a little V-neck, and it was like the base sort of colour was like a creamy colour. This was £17.58. Long sleeve, as you can see there, quite sort of bell sleeved with a little cuff there with 2 buttons on it. And it was nice because it was long line, so it looked like it would cover over your tummy and your bottom area. And then it did also have some wide leg trousers here, as you can see. I'm pulling them out, and again they were quite stretchy as well. Feel like they would be comfortable on. You wouldn't feel restricted, especially if you was going to a Christmas party or for a Christmas meal. I really did like the waistband on these trousers as well. It was nice and thick, and very stretchy. And this is the dress here. This dress was long sleeved. It was 1998, I think that says. And it did have like an elasticated waistband as well. So this little set that I showed you also come in other colours. So we've got a grey set here and also a red set. And just below we had the same items that I just showed you, but in the grey. So this is the grey, same top with a little tie up around the neck, wide leg trousers, and then you also have it in red. So the red wide leg trousers here and the red sort of pop over your head top there with long sleeves. All exactly the same, price exactly the same, but different colours. So you could pick what suits you in terms of colour. I really did like this top here. It was kind of a bit cropped, not overly cropped, but quite a short top with those bell sleeves, and you've got this scoop back. Really nice. I picked this up, so you'll see this on me in my try on haul, and this was £22, as you can see there. And it did also come in the brown. So it was like a browny sort of coppery colour, which you'll see next. And then you also had a matching skirt. So the skirt was £18 and it was quite stretchy. It had a little bit of stretch in the material, but not around the waist. And it had a little silver zip up the back, as you can see there. So yeah, I didn't pick the skirt up because I'm not a skirt girly, but I did pick up the top, and I thought the top would look lovely with some nice smart trousers, like maybe wide leg trousers or some leather, faux leather pants. And this is the brown version. So would you call this a brown? It was brown, but like a coppery brown. I did also love the colour of this one. So here I am in the mirror. You're not dressed up today, just got me a hoodie on with some gym leggings and trainers and a cap, because that's the kind of day it was. But yeah, like I said, I will be doing little waves in the mirror as I go shopping with you guys. Just, yeah, I just think it's cute. So next we have this velour, I think this is called velour, dress, and it was quite nice. It feels lovely, and the sleeves were quite puffed. It feels like it would be very, very comfortable to wear. And I did see this sort of burgundy coloured one as well, but it was the only burgundy coloured one left in store. And just behind we had this jumpsuit, and it was the only one there, and it is really nice. I did actually see this when I went into another George Asda's last week, and that's what prompted me to do this video, because I see that there was loads of Christmas bits out, and I really do like this. I wish I could have found this in my size, because I definitely would have picked this up to try on. I guess it's very popular. It felt really nice quality as well, like really good quality, so I can see why this was the only one left. It did have kind of a bit of a sparkle on that top lace bit there as well. It was quite heavy as well to sort of like lift, so yeah, it just felt like really nice quality. Also, this little dress here, £24. It was more of like a skater style dress. You've got those kind of like flowy little short sleeves, and another dress here with that bow detail around the bust. This was a long dress, as you can see there. I think this would look quite nice on actually, and this was coming in at £26. Coming in, it was £26. Oh my goodness, it was lovely and soft, as you can see there, trying to show you how soft and beautiful the material felt. Another dress here, £24 for this one, had lovely embellishments all over it, only at the front though. You will see that I do turn it around, and I like to show you the back just so you can see if the detail sort of follows through on the back. Did have a little tie up around the waist, which was very sort of thin and flimsy. You could definitely put your own belt on it to cinch you in at the waist, and this is what it looks like at the back. Some faux leather leggings here. I do feel like George Asda's do quite a bit in the faux leather sort of bottom section, especially for the leggings. They do it every year, and they do, yeah, like a really nice selection, so you have a lot to pick from. We also had these, which were, they were like a jean material, but they were quite thin, like really thin and quite sort of flowy feeling. And they didn't have any stretching though, so just keep that in mind. We also have this sort of grey silky satin skirt. They're doing these in every shop. I will say, I feel like the quality of George Asda's ones are not as good as the Tesco's or Sainsbury's ones. So I personally, I would probably buy mine if I was to buy one out of Tesco's or Sainsbury's. We also have these wide leg trousers here. They did have like a pin tuck detail down the front, and these were £18. The material felt really nice for that in those trousers, actually quite nice and thick, and I really like these trousers, these wide leg trousers. I love the colour of them. I think that they are such an unusual colour. Really, really nice. They were lovely and soft and quite thick as well. And just next to it we had this beautiful cardigan. How beautiful was this? It was so soft and fluffy. I love the cuff on this as well. It was quite sort of long and quite sort of tight to your wrist, so really like that. Love the buttons, those pearly big buttons. This was £22, and it did look really nice on. I did try it on, and I love it was sitting next to these wide leg trousers. I to think that they would look really, really nice together. So love those two together and love them equally individually. Also some more leggings here. These were like an animal sort of snake print pair of leggings. You have a glittery pair here with a pin tuck down the front. Can you see there? I didn't really like the material of these, if I'm honest, but they did have a nice thick waistband on them. We have another pair of leggings here. These were quite cute. They had like a sparkle to them, and they were a really nice thick sort of stretchy material, and these were £14 for these ones. So I really did like the look of these trousers. They were just so sort of kind of chic and sophisticated looking. I love the colour of them as well. They weren't black. Another lady was looking at them as well, and she was like, going to pick them up. And she was like, they're black, aren't they? And I was like, no, they're not black. They're kind of like a dark grey, sort of like bluey colour. Nearly black, but not. They're kind of, you know, I couldn't describe. Maybe is it gunmetal grey? They were like a really dark grey, but they were really, really nice and they felt lovely and soft. And she said, "Oh no, I thought they were black." So she kind of left them, and she said she had a really nice green top to go with a black pair of trousers that she wanted to find. So, but she really did like them, and so did I. Another dress here with this bow detailing on the back, and we also have this kind of floral print dress here with this kind of deep V neckline at the front and the back, and you've got a little tie up across the back there. This was £28. You had quite big puffy sleeves in this dress, and it was a bit more of like a skater style dress there, as you can see. So behind this dress, there were another dress here, which was like a burgundy dress with like sheer sleeves and the velour sort of body part. This was £22, and I did like the look of this actually. I feel like this would look quite nice. It had very unusual sort of cuffs on it. There wasn't a stretch in this cuff, and as you can see, it was cut like a circle. Very unusual. And when I picked that up and looked at it, I was like, oh, but it was very soft, and I do like the shape of this. I think this would look quite nice on. You have that little V cut out at the neckline there, and this did also come in black, as you can see here. I do like the black as well. I feel like this would just look so nice with maybe some tights and some little booties or some long boots. But yeah, really nice little dress. So just behind we had this midi dress here. It was a black background with kind of like gold leaf on it. I think it's called a gold leaf. Had that V neck cut out there with a little tie up around the neckline, stretchy wrist on the sleeves, as you can see there, and then it also had a tier at the bottom, or it had like two tiers, if I'm correct there. We also had this dress here, which I loved the sort of material. I love that floral pattern. I love the colour of it as well. £22 for this one. Had the one tier at the bottom. And the neckline was kind of like a square neckline. I definitely think you could probably wear the sleeves on or off your shoulders. I'm not quite sure what it would look like off the shoulders, but I definitely think you could give it a go. Then we had this dress here, which was kind of like a long dress. I love the cuffs on this as well. This dress did also have a little tie up around the waist, and this is what it looked like at the back. Another little top here that I really did like, and actually I don't know why I didn't pick this up because I would have loved to try it on. I love the sleeves on this, stretchy wrists there. Just a plain top, but I do definitely think you could elevate this top and make it look really, really nice, accessorize with it. Yeah, really nice. I love the sleeves. I love that pattern, and this was £18 for this top here. Then just behind we had this cream little top, very heavily floraled all over the sort of material with that little mock neck. It was kind of like a soft stretchy material, did feel like really nice quality as well, and this did also come in black. It was quite see-through, but I definitely think you could get away with just wearing a bra underneath it. I think it wouldn't be too sort of revealing. As you can see, it had little buttons on the back there with a little sort of little opening just under the neckline at the back, and this was £14, and this is what it looked like in the black. So love the black as well actually. would look really, really nice with some smart trousers and some nice sparkly heels. Definitely a nice little outfit for Christmas. Now moving into the knitwear. Oh my God, the knitwear. The knitwear. They had so much knitwear. You are spoiled for choice for Christmas knitwear in George Asda. I'm not kidding you. If you want some sparkly knitwear, then definitely come and have a look in George Asda's, because there was so much to pick from. I really like this little mock neck jumper. It was a lovely grey colour with silver sequins all over. It was so soft, like really, really soft. Like all the knitwear felt amazing, and this was £22.50. It did also come in blue, as you can see just behind. So you've got the blue one there. Really nice, lovely and soft. Then we had this red roll neck or sort of high neck jumper. I was trying to get as close to the material to kind of show you that it did have like a kind of red tinselly sort of material going through it, so it did have a little bit of a sparkle, but not sort of over the top. And it did also come in this black and kind of gold version here. Again, £20 for this. It was so soft. It was quite long lined as well, so it's going to cover over your sort of tummy and your bottom area. This was such a cute little knitted jumper as well, long sleeve with the little silver trimming detail on the cuffs there. And it says, what did it say? Have a holy jolly Christmas. Really nice, lovely and soft, not too thick. I did try this on, but I didn't pick it up for the try and haul. It was really nice. It looked lovely on, but there was other things that I liked more. So you'll see in the try on. Another little top here. This was so soft. Not really a fan of this one. Didn't really like the neckline. It was £16. Love the colour of it though, that baby blue. Very sort of comfort feeling and very soft and cosy feeling. This was another little top sweatshirt that was nice, made with love, hot cocoa. And it was, yeah, really, really soft and felt really nice. I also like the fact that the wording was stitched on and quite elevated out of the sweatshirt. So we also have this little shirt with candy canes all over it. Definitely a very Christmassy top here. You've got the 3 little buttons on the cuff there. It was quite long lined as well. So again, going to cover over your tummy and your bottom. Some Christmas t-shirts here. We have this one here that says mistletoe, which I thought was quite cute. Feels really nice. This was £10 for this one. And as you can see, you've got that little sort of silver trim on the inside of the neckline there. This sweatshirt was really nice as well. It felt so soft, and I love the wording on the front that looked kind of like candy cane. And you know what I really loved? On the cuff, you've got that little mistletoe there. I thought that was so nice, such a nice little detail to add. It was only on the one cuff on the left hand. The cuffs were quite sort of long as well. I just really like this. I was looking at it for ages. I don't know about the colour for me of the actual sweatshirt, but there was something really nice about this, and it was £14. As you can see, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I thought that was a really nice little sweatshirt. Another one of these little knitted tops here. Again, you had the silver, the blue, and there was a cream. So there was also some long lines cardigans here, £24 for this one in like a burgundy colour. You also had it in grey, so exactly the same as the burgundy but in grey, £24. And then there was this long sleeved knitted jumper here, which was really long lined. It wasn't very thick, it was quite thin. It was gold sequins all over it, and this was £22 for that one. Just next to it we had this silver one here, £22. Again, same sort of style but different colour. And there was this little cardigan which I thought was quite unique and different, like a fluffy thick material but quite light feeling. Didn't feel itchy, had that like kind of silver tinselly material going through it, had those hammer smash buttons there, quite big. The quality of this didn't feel that great. I've got nicer cardigans in my wardrobe from George Asda. that look very similar but nicer quality. This was really thick, this jumper here, like really thick. I was quite taken back by it, and it felt very soft, didn't feel like it would be itchy. This was £20. I love the colour of this one as well. Some more knitwear here. I really like this one here with the star on the front, and it said shine in the middle. You've got those embellishments going all around the star there. It was lovely, really, really soft, and I love the different colours, like the different greys. So you have the predominantly grey body part with the lighter grey neckline and bottom trimming of the cuffs and the bottom part of the jumper. Really nice, £22 for this one. I think this would look quite nice on. Then we had this really fluffy jumper here, long sleeve with the embellishments all over the bottom part of the jumper. So you can see the cuffs and also at the bottom part of the body bit. £20 for this one. It was so soft and quite thick as well. Really nice to touch, and this is what it looked like at the back. So some other cardigans that I thought was so cute were these two here. They're exactly the same but in different colour, or colour shall I say. This is a sort of ivory cream one, really lovely with all those bows scattered around everywhere. It was so soft, it was quite light, wasn't too thick but wasn't really thin, kind of like in the middle in terms of the thickness. Didn't have the bow detailing on the back, and the red one was exactly the same, but in this really bright, beautiful red, and really nice. I love the feel of it. Another knitted jumper here with that kind of diamond detail, and then you've also got those embellishments scattered all over it. This was very soft as well, and it was £22 if I can remember rightly. Yeah, there you go. So £22 for this one. Didn't have the sort of embellishments on the back, which I think is a good idea, because obviously when you're leaning back on your top, you don't want those digging into you. I really like this jumper. I thought it was so nice, very Christmassy, and like for the season. I love the detailing across the shoulder part. It was lovely and soft. I was so tempted to try this on, but I didn't. And this was £22 as well. I think this would look lovely with some jeans or some wide leg trousers or a little skirt. Like, the list is endless. This would look nice with a nice little skirt with tights and long boots as well. Really nice. So some more knitted jumpers here. I love this red one that says pigs in blankets. I really liked it. I thought it was so funny. £22, as you can see, I'm pointing to it. So funny. And yeah, really soft feeling, not too thick, not too thin, again just in the middle in terms of thickness. But yeah, it made me chuckle. Pigs in blankets, I mean, like, what else are they going to come up with, eh? Had this one here with a little hedgehog on the front. Felt exactly the same as the red one, in terms of softness, and I think it was the exact same style but different print on the front. Some more jumpers here, so many different to pick from. These ones here with Christmas trees around the neckline, gold and silver little Christmas trees. £20 for this one. of the sort of Christmas wear, I came across this little section here, which I wanted to show you. So some winter bits, some more sort of autumnal bits, and we had this little corduroy dress, which was £18. Love the colour of this. Really, really nice. Again, would look lovely with some tights and some boots, maybe like a little top underneath it or a little jumper over the top. You could do so much with it. We also had this long sleeve little tie up top here. Really, really nice. Wasn't very thick, so it's not going to keep you really warm. More of kind of like a stylish piece there. We had this long sleeved top here. It was really, really soft and stretchy. And just below we had this skirt here, which is like a kind of tartan pleated skirt. This was £14. I love the colour, the blue and the brown. I'm really liking blue and brown. It's definitely colours that I wouldn't have thought about mixing, but they do go really, really well together. So here we have like a suede blazer, obviously probably not real suede, but sort of suede material with the matching trousers here. And the trousers were £22. They have those double pleat in the front. I loved this little jacket, £35, brown and blue. I just thought it was so nice, lovely and thick as well, like gonna keep you really, really warm. As you can see, got that sort of padding on the inside, and it also had a matching skirt. I honestly think that this little set would look so cute on. Oh my God, how cute. If I was a skirt wearer, I'd definitely try this on. Really, really nice. The skirt was quite thick as well. That was £14. I think good value for money for that. Now, this coat I showed you again because I think I showed you this in the last video. I was trying to not show you things that I'd already shown you before. I really like the look of this blouse, and it was so lovely and very different for me, and I really wanted to try it, but unfortunately I only had a size 24, so it was too big for me and it was the only one left. But I would recommend this if you guys find it in your store, to give it a try if this is your thing, because I just think that this with the matching trousers would look really nice for like a Christmas party outfit and be very, very comfortable on as well. So yeah, really like this. I love the fact that it was quite long lined as well, and these are the matching trousers. I was going to just pick up the trousers and maybe kind of pair it with something else, but I really wanted to try both, like the set, the top and the bottoms. There was loads of the trousers left, but none of the tops, which was a shame. I love this blazer, really, really nice. Another one that I picked up and you'll be seeing in my try and haul. Really nice. It was, I think it was like £28 for this blazer, but the fit of it's really nice. It kind of cinches in at the waist, so it's giving you a really nice shape. And it did also come with matching trousers, so you'll see just below there was matching trousers and also a matching waistcoat. And yeah, just showing you that this comes in at £28, and this is the little waistcoat. This was £18. Again, I love the neckline on this, like a square neckline. Lovely little set to wear for a Christmas party or Christmas do. And then just behind, these are the trousers. I think the trousers were coming in at around £18, if I can remember rightly. Yes, £18 for these. Really nice. There was only a size 18 in these trousers, and then the other sizes were too big, so I picked up the size 18, so hopefully they will fit. Then we have these really warm teddy feel jumpers here. Really like this animal print one. I did try it on in store actually, but I don't know, the colour just didn't look that great on me, but I did really like it. It was lovely and thick. Wasn't really, really soft. Was slightly soft, but had a little bit of a kind of rough feeling to it. And then just next to it, we had this cream one with the black edging. Really reminds me of the Primark cardigans that I tried on in my last Primark haul, with the sort of black edging around the neckline and the arms. This did have pockets, as you can see here. And then just next to it, we had this floral one, which I kind of liked. And I kind of surprised myself because I didn't think I would like something like this, but I do really like it. I think because I tried one on similar in Next a few weeks ago and I really liked the next one. This one was £22. Then we had some burgundy pieces here, which I really like this top. It's just a ribbed kind of boyfriend style top here, t-shirt style. a bit longer at the back, shorter at the front with the buttons. It felt lovely. That was £10. Then they had these really chunky trainers, as you can see here. They were £18. They were really heavy. Not something that I'd like to wear on my feet because I don't like things that are too heavy on my feet. Just below we had these wide leg joggers with the burgundy stripe down the side. These were £16. They were very soft, quite thick, so perfect for the colder season. Then you had a matching sweatshirt top here with the polo neck and the buttons, the 3/4 buttons going down the front. Again, really soft, quite thick feeling. And I also come across this Paris sweatshirt, £15, which I thought was a good price. It was burgundy with like pink writing. Again, soft and quite thick, not too thick, but thick enough to keep you warm as the weather gets colder. We also had this puffer jacket, which is one that I never see when I went into store last time, so I thought I'd show you this. I did like the zip on this and the kind of hardware on it. It kind of was a little bit shiny. I don't know if you could see. Obviously I know that the silver hardware is shiny anyway, but it had like an extra kind of shine to it, and this was coming in at £42 for this one. It was quite thick but didn't feel too heavy. Then we had this jacket, which I really, really liked. I love the colour of this. £34 for this. It was quite heavy and thick. Really good sort of quality, I think, for £34. You have those pockets in the front there. It was quite long lined as well. And yeah, really like this. I think that this would look super on. Really, really nice. This knitted jumper really caught my eye. I really like this. I love the colour of it. I love the knit of it. I thought it was so, so lovely. It was light and fluffy, but still had a bit of thickness to it. And this one was, how much was this one? £24 for this one. Not too bad. I feel like I like this one better than the one that I see in Sainsbury's a few weeks back. And I really did like the one in Sainsbury's, but I feel like I like this one better. I absolutely loved this cardigan. It was the only one left. It had black buttons, like really strong kind of black buttons on this sort of brownie, kind of neutral coloured cardigan. It felt lovely as well, and this was a size large, extra large. Really like that. And again, like I said, it was the only one left. Then we had this jumper here, which I thought was so cute with the little bows all over it. Really nice, lovely and soft. So guys, we're moving to the end of the video. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry if my commentary or my voiceover was a little bit funny. I think that message really, it really kind of put me off and kind of made me a little bit, I don't know, but I will continue to do these voiceovers because I know you love them all so much. And if you don't enjoy my voiceovers or enjoy these videos, then do just tap off and go to another video. There's so much to watch on YouTube. You don't need to leave horrible messages down below. It's not kind. And I mean, does it make you feel good when you leave a message like that? Because it certainly wouldn't make me. But anyways, again, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, smash that subscribe button today. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Take care of yourself and God bless to you all. Ciao, guys.